Hey everyone, it's your friend Thinknoodles, and welcome to Ask Thinknoodles episode number 28. So in the background is this weekend's party for my 1-year anniversary on YouTube. Thanks to everyone who came. I had a really fun time and I had a great time live streaming it, although I'm really sorry again about the quality of the live stream. It's just the only technology I have available on my channel at this time. For those of you wondering, after I do Ask Think and upload it, I will be selecting all the winners for the Club Penguin membership codes from the party. And the emails will go out this afternoon, sometime this evening, so keep an eye on your emails. Before I get to the questions, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to my channel. These Ask Think videos take me about 3 or 4 hours to do, so I'd really appreciate the likes and subscribes. Also, don't forget to ask your question in the comments below. Please, only one question per comment, but you can leave as many questions as you like, and I will select multiple questions from the same person. It's just that I like to have the one question per comment. If the comments on this video are closed, please check the most recent episode of Ask Think, and the questions will be open and you can ask your question there. And I have a question for you before I answer your questions. I am going to be doing Minecraft soon, and I want to know, should I play survival mode or creative mode? So leave that in the comments below as well, along with your question. So let's get this first question out of the way, and it's from Greeny78554, and it asks, do you hate Justin Bieber? Well, I don't hate him, but he stole my name because I was born before him, and I'm a little upset about that. The next 6 people are asking about Minecraft, and as I said before, I'm going to be playing it soon, and I need to know whether you guys want me to play creative or survival mode. And that brings me to the next question from 1999 Blue, and he asks about the Minecraft style video and it being blocked by Sony. I am really sad about that. Captain Sparkles and his team worked really hard on that video, and it was original and creative, and I don't see how Sony or UMG can claim the video as their own. I think it was automatically matched by the Content ID system on YouTube, like some of my videos were matched with a song I had put on mine, and I had the same experience as Captain Sparkles where I disputed the claim and it still came back, and it just seems like there's someone that just click and just says, you know, reinstate the claim, reinstate the claim, reinstate the claim, and my network representative advised me to dispute it only the one time and not do the second dispute, because the second dispute can lead to a strike on my channel. And even though he agreed that my video wasn't infringing, YouTube's automated system decided that it was, and there's really nothing I can do. And I really hope that doesn't happen to Captain Sparkle's video, because his video is a lot more involved than mine. Kelly B Ranger 1000 asks, hey Think, how many comments has your whole channel gotten? And I have no idea. Let me check that right now. I think I can check that in my analytics. At the time of this video, I have gotten 47,369 comments. Undertaker Fan 2989 says, dear Think, why did all these kids ask you what to do when they like someone, and then why don't you just say ask your parents? Well, I was a kid too, and I would not talk to my parents about relationship advice ever. That's just how I was. Maybe you, if you had a question, you would ask your parents, but a lot of kids are uncomfortable asking their parents, and they feel like I am more of a friend, and they can ask me those things because I'm a little bit more experienced. So I try to help out, but you know, it is always good to ask your parents, but if you're not comfortable, you're just not comfortable. Mog CK Dan P says, hey Think, the Mayan calendar, when it ends, it's actually a celebration of the world getting this far. Kinda. I watched a video from NASA about this, and actually the Mayan calendar doesn't ever end. What happens is the calendar is on a tablet, and the end of the tablet is now, or actually December 21st, 2012. And what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to go back to the beginning. So it's not actually ending. It just starts to repeat after the 13 cycles, and we're going to be entering that repetition. Awesome Spidey 685 says, Think, do you know that Nostradamus predicted the end of the world, and that prediction is really related to the Gangnam Style dance, and Gangnam Style is said to get 1 billion views on December 21st. Well, now you do. Huh, I thought it had something to do with the Mayans, but it could have everything to do with Psy. Chris 880 KDR says, can I be the 8th question? Yes, you can. Besides spiders, getting hacked, your wife leaving you, and all that, what's your next fear? Why? December 21st, of course. The world's gonna end, and I just built my channel to a pretty good level, and now it's all over. Club Penguin Worlds says, "Hey, Think, what was the name of the company that you worked before YouTube?" Well, before YouTube, I was still doing websites before YouTube, and I still continue to do them now, as you know. But before I started my own business, I worked for Cisco Systems Incorporated in San Jose, California. Jasmine Marco 55 asks, "Are you a bookworm?" Not so much. I always bring and read a Kindle on vacation, although I broke mine on my last vacation. And that's what I like to do when I go on vacation. I like to read and just kind of get lost in a book. But when I'm not on vacation, I don't really read that much. I kind of don't have time for it. 1999 Blue asks, "Has your house ever been on fire?" No, it hasn't, but last night when I was cooking, I set off the smoke alarm, so is that close? Pengy 94601 says, "Hey, Think, are you excited for the dinosaur party in January?" Yes, I am. I was expecting, a run-of-the-mill expedition party that we've seen in years past in January, and the dinosaur party, I'm looking really forward to it. I have high hopes and expectations for it, so I hope Club Penguin doesn't let me down. Ariel Branson Love asks, "Do you know who the Beatles are? If so, what is your favorite song? Mine is Hey Jude." Of course I know who the Beatles are. I can't imagine anyone not knowing who the Beatles are. And Hey Jude is one of my favorite songs. And in fact, that was the song I danced with my mom to for the mother-son dance at my wedding. Surf Bros Club Penguin asks, "Who asks the most questions?" I would have to say it's a neck and neck race between you and SM Bro. Pogi Ants 2347 says, "Are you ever going to do other games on game consoles in the future like Grazer?" I don't think so. I don't have a PVR, and I don't have a TV like right in front of my computer, so my microphone would be here and my TV's over there, and I don't know how it would work. So at this time, I'm not going to do it, but that doesn't mean never. It's just not in the near future. PSP Girl 1220 asks, "Would you like to go to India?" Yes, that is one of the places that my wife and I definitely want to go. We want to go there and go on sort of like a safari, tracking tigers through India, and also, of course, see the sights in different areas in India, but that's one of the primary reasons we want to go, because I love tigers. The Heat 12CP asks if they should go bald. What do you guys think? You might want to run that one by your parents before you take Think's advice and go ahead and go bald. I don't want to advise you on that and get in trouble. Alp Kendi Roglu asks, "My friend says when you finish every island on Pop Tropic, you'll get free membership. Is this true?" No, this is not true. Supergirl 1436CP asks, "What would you do if Kopi ran away?" Oh man, it would be the most horrible day ever. She never would, because even when we go to the dog park and I let her off the leash, if I just, she's not looking, she's looking at something else, and I'll walk away just to see what she does. She doesn't go play with the other dogs. As soon as she realizes I've left her, she'll run right back over to my side, and she doesn't like to be away from me at all. So thankfully, I don't have to worry about that. Vijay Saramani asks, "Think, do you hate me?" No. Are you a subscriber? I think you are. So no, of course not. I love you. Makado12345 says, "Think, it's 2 days after my birthday. So as a late birthday present, can I be on Ask Think Noodles? I would have asked on my actual birthday, but I was super busy. So here's my question. Do you like Taylor Swift? And if so, tell me your favorite song by her. We are never, ever, ever getting back together." 935 Dan says, "Hey, Think, I'm so angry. You did not answer my question. Urgh. What did you do when you saw your wife, before you got married?" The first time I met my wife, I was really nervous around her, because I liked her right away. But I will tell you that the first time I met her, which I told you guys about, I think in the last one, I met her at Universal Studios Hollywood, and I met her and I kind of liked her, but she lived over this way in New York. And so after I saw her that one time, we didn't actually see each other for another 3 years. And that's when we started dating. Cuddly Panda 3000 says, if you like Nutella, you should try croissant filled with Nutella. Oh, I love chocolate croissants. I'm going to try that. You know, that's a really good idea. Wobble46323 says, oh my gosh, Think, how did you have a girlfriend in the 4th grade? I'm in 6th grade and I don't even have a boyfriend. If you don't answer this, I'll take your noodles and drop them off the side of the Empire State Building. Well, thankfully, I live near enough to the Empire State Building that I could probably catch them, so we won't be wasting any noodles. But it wasn't a real girlfriend. I mean, I just said it was my girlfriend, so don't think that I was this super playa and and that Thinknoodles was the man. It really wasn't the case. Agent 14014 says, hey, it's John. I like this girl in my class named Anna, and we always text each other, and I asked her friends if she liked me, and she does. I like her, and she gave me a present at the end of the year. What should I do now? You should give her a present. And I mean, if you ask her friends and they say that she likes you, you should tell her you like her, and maybe ask her out. Wild Safari 8 says, what was your wedding like? It was a beach wedding. We had the wedding ceremony and reception on the beach, and then we came inside to a ballroom for the dinner. Clapper the Brain asks, why is Grazer younger than you? I think it's because he was born later than me, but I don't know. Fat Webkins Bagel asks, do you like Lord of the Rings? Are you going to see the Hobbit movie? P.S. I love Lord of the Rings. It's epic, and I also read all the books and understand them. Yes, most definitely. I love Lord of the Rings, and I'm going to see the Hobbit movie, but I'm going to go ahead and reread the book first before I go watch the movie. I did that with all the Lord of the Rings as well. Amy Rules 2000 says, Think, since you wanted to be a mascot, we need to create you a hashtag on Twitter. Number 1, mascot Think. Number 2, bald power mascot. Or 3, I want to be a big fat noodle mascot. Well, I don't know. I mean, mascot Think mascot. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think is a good hashtag? Chill7302 says, is your Christmas tree bald? Because it would be really plain. Well, it was bald until yesterday. And what I mean by bald is that I hadn't put on any lights or any ornaments. And I put them on last night because we had some people over, and my wife and I finally got around to dressing the tree. So it looks really nice now. Spring Puppy XOXO3 asks, have you ever heard of Littlest Pet Shops? I have heard of Littlest Pet Shops. Lee201061 asks, Think, what is better, iMac or MacBook Pro? Please answer. I will never eat noodles again. And I saw a restaurant called Thinknoodles, and I'm eating there now. Well, I chose an iMac over the MacBook Pro, but that's because it suits what I do. I don't bring my computer anywhere, and I used to have a MacBook Pro, a 13-inch, and it was a bit underpowered for what I needed it for, and I really liked the idea of the iMac screen. I mean, I did have the 30-inch display before, and now I have a 27-inch iMac, but that's what I use it for. I like a big screen, and I don't bring it anywhere, so the iMac was better for me. It really depends on what's good for you. But the iMacs are usually more powerful than MacBook Pros. Flower Dancing 1 says, hey, I guess I have a problem and I refuse to talk to my friends about it. And since you're just a robot from Jupiter, I thought I could help. Okay, so there's a boy who I like, and let's call him Latino. So my friends always set up times I could talk to him, but I always chicken out. And there's nothing telling me that he wouldn't like me back. But how do I get past this awkwardness? P.S. If you help me, I'll get Latino to subscribe to you. Yeah, the awkwardness is tough. I remember that too. I was a shy kid, and I mean, there's really no way to get around it other than to just... The biggest problem that's making you chicken out is you're focusing on the worst thing that could happen, and that's gonna make you chicken out every time. If you instead try and focus on the best thing that could happen, like the best thing that could come out of the phone call, that might make you able to make the call. So try and focus on the good and forget the bad. I know it's hard, but that's the way you can get past it. The next person asks, iPhone 4S or iPhone 5? I love my iPhone 5. I love the screen size, and LTE makes the biggest difference you could possibly imagine. So definitely iPhone 5. Egbert Genetics asks a question that was really interesting. It asked, do you have any tattoos? If so, is it like CP or Pop Tropica? No, I don't have any tattoos. And you know, that question was like, wow, that's an interesting question. So no, I don't. Darken Tutorial says, Think, how do you start off on YouTube? I need subscribers, views to get me famous like you. Should I A, do nice things to people and eventually they will subscribe to me, B, release all new content, or C, play a variety of games, or D, all of the above? I would say D, all of the above. And another thing that is really important is that you offer something to people that other people don't. And that could be anything. That could just be your personality, better video effects, just anything that would make other people want to watch your video instead of someone else's. Blazer19784 says, do you think that it's weird that Greenland is covered with ice and that Iceland is covered with green? Nah, it's not that weird. I mean, it's just like parking on a driveway or driving on a parkway, right? Club Penguins World says, hey, Think, were you ever bullied in school? Just wondering if so, those bullies should be jealous of you now. Yep, I was bullied in school. You know, I moved around quite a bit, so when I got to my second school in Indonesia, I wasn't bullied, but I would say 3rd to 5th grade, there were some mean kids. I was scrawny because I had asthma, and they were bigger than me, and they didn't treat me very well. I mean, I didn't get beat up. Someone did punch me in the face once when I was a little kid, but and gave me a bloody nose and everything. But yeah, I was bullied as a kid, so yeah, not a fun memory. But I hope they're jealous of me now. The next person asks, "Hey, Think, I have a question for you. If you're a dog, would you like to be named Poodle Noodles, Lucky Noodles, or Spicy Noodles?" I like Poodle Noodles. If I was a poodle. Obviously, if I'm not a poodle, maybe Lucky Noodles. M. Chim Smith says, about the Nutella thing, there's a way to make Nutella cupcakes. My friend said that was gross, and do you think it's gross? Why would that ever be gross? Nothing, at least in my experience, nothing that you put Nutella on is gross. I haven't had anything that Nutella makes gross. So I think a Nutella cupcake would be delicious. The Chatterbox channel says, hey, Think, you have not answered my question 4 times. What should I get for Wii U? Mario Brothers U or Sonic Racing Transformed? I think if it were me, I would probably choose Mario Brothers, but it depends on what kind of game you like. Green Spot 4 says, have you ever watched Grease? It's a movie from like the 70s. Of course I wasn't alive back then. Well, I wasn't alive when Grease was released either, but of course I have watched it many, many times. Haloon SC 2552 says, Think, I just had a breakup with my girlfriend. I don't know what to do, and I think my life is over. Help, please. Okay, so that's interesting because although that was 5 days ago, my brother-in-law just got dumped by his girlfriend on Saturday night, and he feels the same way. I spent about 5 hours with him yesterday afternoon trying to just talk him down and rationalize things for him and try and help him understand what happened and why it happened. And it's really, really hard. And I totally understand where you're coming from because I've just been dealing with it here. But believe me, your life isn't over and life goes on. It's hard. I know it's hard, but just focus on school and maybe video games or something just to keep you distracted. That's the most important thing, is keep distracted from it and just try and move on. I know it's hard, but you'll get there, I promise. X Real Gaming X says, Think, if you had the choice from the following terms and can only keep one, which would it be? Noodles, Kopi, your YouTube, or your grandma? But I don't want to only keep one. I mean, I guess the nice thing to do would be number 4 and choose my grandma, and I'd miss all you guys in Kopi, and I'd miss my noodles. Addison Tingle says, which is your favorite hero? Super Kopi, Superman, Hawkeye, or the Hulk? Come on, it has to be Super Kopi, of course. Ariel Branson Love says, hey, Think, want to sing with me? What comes next? Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train, going anywhere. What song is that? I'm only kidding. Of course I know that song, and I know what comes next. just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. For those of you who don't recognize that song, that is Don't Stop Believing, one of the best songs ever produced by Journey. Brandon Cunningham says, think, since you don't want to show us your face, can you show us a picture of you when you were little? That is a really good idea. I don't have one now, but I gotcha. SM Bro says, hey, think, do you know what's the word? Bird, 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 the bird is the word. Bird, 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 the bird is the word. I don't know if you guys ever seen the Family Guy episode where Peter goes around asking everyone if they know what the word is, and then he does the bird, 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 the bird is the word. It's really annoying. Megan Mills says, hey, think, guess what? I had noodles for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Guess what kind of noodles they were? Thinknoodles. I ate you. Was I delicious? Ice Cuber CP says, think, answer me or I'll unsub. Think, want to eat ice cream, bald monkey, spicy noodle gravy, totally epic, underwear filled, hot, spicy curry and cheesy sandwiches with me at the party? Yes, I do. Zach2654 video says, what if a noodle eater monster ate every noodle in the world? What would you do? A, cry for the noodles. B, kill it. Run home crying. Or D, give you Kopi. D wouldn't really help much. I'd probably do a combination between B and C because crying for the noodles isn't really going to help. Killing it won't give me my noodles back, but it'll make me feel a little bit better. Marik K asks, are spaghetti and noodles friends or enemies? I think they're frenemies. Moida Shakir says, hey, think, answer this or else. Would you rather get locked up in a room with no food for 5 hours and millions of spiders? Or would you rather become a girl for a month? Oh, and if you don't answer this, I'll unsubscribe, dislike all your videos, delete you on Tropica, and steal your dog. You know, I actually wouldn't mind becoming a girl for a month. You know, like maybe switching places with my wife for a month just to see what it's like. Because that's something I'll never know. Purple Panda Cupcake X says, think, I want to know, would you rather eat bald dog sandwiches for the rest of your life or eat noodles until you explode? And I hope you had fun at the party. Bald dog sandwiches would be good. Corey Rock 66 says, hi, Thinky Poo. By the time you read this, you will notice something strange. There will be a golden noodle dropped by a person carrying noodles for the president. If you notice no golden noodles, then Kopi will be stolen. If you want to know where Kopi is, look for her in Central Park. Let me turn around here. Well, there she is. She's okay. She's asleep on the couch. Brianna Torres says, I asked you so many times, answer or I will steal Kopi. Which would you eat? A, bald noodles, B, wasabi noodles, C, spicy noodles, or D, Kopi noodles? Please answer. I wonder what a Kopi noodle would taste like. Missy Gurley says, hey, think, I am your biggest noodle. I call your fans noodle, so please answer me. Someone flew across the country from New York to steal my bald monkey noodle soup, super duper awesome noodle, baldness gingerbread house I made for Christmas. Was this you? P.S. Sherbert rhymes with Herbert. You are right. Sherbert does rhyme with Herbert, and I don't know why I couldn't come up with that. It was not me that flew across the country. SM Bro says, think, why did you steal my awesome bald monkey super duper bald and spicy noodles when I was in school? Well, if I had stolen them while you were home, I would have gotten caught. Kirby1781 says, think, answer this. Would you rather 1, engage your wife, 2, get your dog stolen, or 3, give all the food you've stolen back to the rightful owners? If you ate it all, you'll have to make it again. Choose or I'll do all 3 to you. Oh, and give me your address. Okay, I choose to give all the food I've stolen back to their rightful owners. I'm going to be in the kitchen for a long time making that food. SM Bro says, if you had to, or if you want to give me a gift, what would it be? A, CP membership, B, a secret gift for Christmas, or C, spicy, bald, super duper mega gigantus noodles? If I could invent C, I'd give you that. CP Films Network says, think, would you rather eat 250 spiders or 10 subscribers? Let's be serious here. I would eat my subscribers. I've heard they are delicious. Lydia Flower 10 says, hey, Noodle Thinker, what in the noodling, noodle fudge noodleness is a dog frog sandwich? You've never had one? I thought everyone had had dog frog sandwiches before. Lego Coconut says, hey, did you know there are 3 duck stories? And by the way, when you do a Minecraft, can you make a server and add me if you have to add a whitelist? I have no idea what that Minecraft part means, but I do know there's 3 duck stories because after I did the duck story, I went and checked it out on YouTube and I listened to it, and I really couldn't get that song out of my head for, I don't know, 3 or 4 days. Epic Wasp 125 says, hey, think, at the end of your videos, you should say Noodle On like CP has Waddle On. Like my idea? I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's try it now. All right, guys, that's the end of the episode. Please take a second to like my video and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching and Noodle On!